The laws of human nature is stop pointing fingers outside and look at yourself and recognize that you have these qualities. Okay, I want to sort of summarize The Laws of Human Nature, my sixth book, and first just very briefly explain why I wrote that book. I wrote that book because in my consulting work that I do and in the emails I got, I noticed that people were really suffering, were really having a lot of problems because they did not understand the people around them. They were making bad decisions, many of the times based on projections of their own desires of what they wanted to see in people. They were hiring the worst business partners. They were getting involved with the worst people in romantic relationships. They were having terrible problems dealing with their colleagues, etc. And this is over and over again. And I thought people have this blind spot. They tend to think that because, it's natural to be social, to interact with people, I'm pretty good at it. But no, it's not true. There's actually an art to it. There's actually things you need to learn about this, and you can become better at it. Just as you become better at your career, whatever you do, you can become a more enlightened and more effective social animal because we are social animals. So I wrote the book to help people dealing with this problem. Because when you don't understand human nature, when you don't understand the human animal, it's like you're operating in the dark, you're groping around in darkness, you're tripping, you're falling, you're making all kinds of mistakes. But if you understand human nature, the whole thing kind of illuminates and you're able to see people for who they are, you're able to see yourself for who you are, you make much better decisions in life, okay? So there are two sides to the laws of human nature. You can't ignore one side or the other because if you do, it won't have any value. The first side is yourself. You have to look inward. You have to be willing to introspect. You have to be willing to face some of the issues and things that you're not good at, some of your own problems, some of the bad elements in your character. And you'll notice that there are 18 laws in the laws of human nature. They cover various different aspects of human behavior: envy, aggression, narcissism, short-sightedness, our shadow, our dark side, grandiosity, conformity, the whole slew of the 18 deadly human sins that we all have. Your tendency will be, I don't really have those. Oh, no. What's Robert talking about? I don't feel envy. I'm not an aggressive person. I'm not a narcissist. No, that's that person, my friend that I know. He or she, they're a narcissist. Okay, no, sorry. We all come from the same origins. We are all evolved from the same human ancestors. Our brains are wired the same way. Yes, some people are more aggressive than others, no doubt. Yes, some people are more prone to envy than others, of course. Yes, there are people out there who are deep, deep narcissists. We all know that. But you have those qualities as well. You can't not, because we're all cut from the same cloth. You have it. Maybe it's less obvious, maybe it's more repressed, but it's in you, okay? The laws of human nature is stop pointing fingers outside and look at yourself and recognize that you have these qualities, that you have a dark side, that you can be short-sighted, that when you have success, it goes to your head and you think you're absolutely wonderful, that you are a conformist. You conform to what other people are thinking and doing. I'm sorry, I do that. Everybody does that. Even the most powerful people in the world have all of these traits. Some of the powerful people have it even worse. Some of the greatest narcissists among us are those with a lot of power, okay? I want you to look inside. I want you to take that telescope and turn it around and look inside of yourself and recognize it. It's not to beat yourself up. It's not to say, I'm a terrible person. Oh, I'm just awful. I'm so sorry. I don't even know why I exist. No, it's to give you the power, once you recognize these qualities, to change them because they're causing you problems. If you have narcissism and it's a little worse than other people, it's making you say and do things that you're going to regret. It's lessening your options in life. It's narrowing your ability to maneuver in the world because you're always repeating the same problems over and over and over again. It's called compulsive behavior. When you don't recognize these traits in you, you have compulsive behavior. You repeat them over and over and over again. So it's not to beat yourself up. It's to recognize that yes, I, Robert Greene, I feel envy towards people. All right, I recognize it. Now what can I do to change that? Well, in each chapter, I discuss that, okay? It gives you the power to change yourself. And I have a quote in there from the writer Chekhov saying, you cannot begin to change yourself unless you know who you are, okay? So if you don't know who you are and yet you want to become a better person, it's hopeless because you're not willing to look at yourself. So look at yourself deeply. It's painful, but it's incredibly productive. The second half of the laws of human nature is the outward look. It's seeing into other people. Okay, once you understand that you have these qualities, and you can begin by looking at other people, it doesn't matter, but you have to do these two sides. You look at other people and you see these qualities in them. You don't look at them for what you want to see. So a lot of the problems that you have in life is, for instance, somebody who's a narcissist, they're very good at charming you. It's saying, oh, you're so wonderful, they like you, they give you attention. You're drawn into their world, and then they proceed to use you. Then they proceed to hurt you. Or you hire somebody because they have a charming, pleasing exterior, and they're incompetent, they're stupid, they're lazy. You didn't see that. You have problems because you don't see clearly into the people around you. You don't see their own dark qualities, okay? The second half is you look at people divorced from your emotions, divorced from your projections, divorced from what you want to see them. You look at them in the real light of who they are. It's not to make you paranoid. It's not to make you misanthropic or hate people. It just makes you able to make better decisions in life, to see the toxic people out there. I believe 5% of the people you deal with are genuinely toxic. I just pull that number out of you know where, but that's what my evidence is, okay? You're dealing with them all the time. But toxic people don't go around with a little neon sign saying, I'm toxic, I have a lot of envy, I'm narcissist. They disguise it, okay? The ability to recognize, to say that person has a toxic personality. I'm not going to get in a relationship with them. Do you realize how much drama and how much pain that will simply save you in life? I can't emphasize it enough. Not involving yourself with one nasty person in your life can save you years of trauma, years of therapy. So I want you to be able to look at people in this dispassionate light and analyze them through the 18 laws of human nature and analyze yourself. If you only analyze yourself, you're kind of wobbly. You don't understand, it's not good. You're still going to be making mistakes. If you only look at other people, you're ignoring your own qualities, and that's also a problem. If you have these two sides, I guarantee you, you will be a superior social animal. You will understand human nature, and you will navigate this world with much more grace and much more ease without all the needless pain and suffering that you might be inflicting on yourself through your ignorance. Thank you.